Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? I'm doing pretty well myself, about as well as I could expect. I know none of you know me and you probably don't care too much about this, but I recently lost my job. Ain't that just the way in this economy? One day you got yourself an average job with mediocre pay, and the next day your business literally gets blown up. We've all been there, right? I mean, I can't tell you how many times high-powered tanks have destroyed my place of work. Actually, yeah, I can. One time. It happened one time. Anyway, long story short, I've been job hunting recently, which means I've got myself a lot of downtime. And with that downtime, I've been doing what any average guy with a modest taste for adventure does. Taking BuzzFeed quizzes. Now before you say anything, I know what you're thinking. BuzzFeed quizzes? Those things are a blast! And I gotta say, I agree. BuzzFeed quizzes are the peak of internet entertainment. Anyway, that being said, I thought I would take some and record my answers and post them to Facebook later. I mean, heck, these tests almost make me seem interesting. Alright, first test. It looks like this one's gonna tell me what kind of dog I am. Oh man, you see what I mean? These tests are just so wacky and fun. It's Friday night. What are your plans? Well, I gotta admit, snoozing is looking pretty attractive right about now. Although, no one ever does invite me anywhere. Ever. No one ever wants to hang out. But I think I'm gonna go with binging on Netflix. What can I say? I've got a soft spot for my workplace TV comedy featuring a heterosexual couple whose relationship at first seems completely unlikely, but then inevitably works out in the end. It's a great show. What's your body type? I'm gonna say... average. Pick a color, please. Oh, well, thank you for asking so politely. These tests are just so delightful. Aw, jeez. How can I possibly pick just one? I think I'm gonna go with... black. Not sure why, but black was just calling out to me. What would the name of your memoir be? Well, obviously it would be... who? Me? What can I say? I'm a very average and... forgettable guy. How do you cure a hangover? Well, what can I say? I've never gotten a hangover. Maybe it's because I only ever consume exactly 1.35 drinks per day. Which pop star do you identify with the most? Well, I mean, I've gotta go with Beyonce. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't listen to her music very much. I mean, if I really had to place what my favorite kind of music would be, I think it would be... the distant low hum of space-time radiation. But even though she doesn't make my kind of music, how can you not like Beyonce? No normal person doesn't like Beyonce. What's your number one pet peeve? I'm gonna have to go with judgmental people. I mean, don't you just hate it when someone just starts staring at you and judging you? Never speaking, never moving, never blinking. Gosh, I just hate that. How would your friends describe you? Needy. Needy for friends. And would you look at that? I got a lab. You see what I mean? These tests are just delightful. I mean, they combine all the fun of completing a quiz and... wait a minute, where did my computer go? Oh. Here it is. I must have accidentally dropped it. Huh, weird. I could have sworn my computer was a little larger a moment ago. Ah well, let's keep taking these quizzes. Cook pasta and we'll reveal your best quality. Pick a pasta shape. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go with classic spaghetti on this one. The rest of these seem a little adventurous for my blood. Pick a sauce. Well, you can't go wrong with butter. pick a protein to throw in. Man, you guys are adventurous. I think I'm gonna go with no protein, please. How about a veggie? And it looks like I have to pick a veggie. Ah, well, if I gotta have a veggie in my pasta, I think I'm gonna go with kale. Nothing quite like a kale and butter pasta. Another veggie, let's go with peas. Kale, butter, and peas. Would you like some cheese on it? Oh, that's a little spicy for me. How about something crunchy? I mean, we already have something crunchy. The spaghetti. You know, the dry, uncooked spaghetti. I made that clear, right? Looks like I got your kind. Aw, geez, these tests are just the best. I never leave them feeling bad about myself. If I didn't know any better, I would say there must be only positive results for these quizzes. But I'm sure I'm just getting lucky and getting all the best outcomes. Okay, it's not just me, right? My computer totally looked different a minute ago, right? Jeez, they really don't make these things like they used to. Anyway, here's an interesting one. Which melancholy vegetable matches your personality? Gosh, if I haven't asked myself that exact question every day. Which part of this tray would you least like to eat? Well, the top right seems a little vibrant and exciting for me. I'll just take the plain old cauliflower, please. How far do you want your vegetables to be from ranch dressing? Another question that I find myself asking every single day. Gosh, I think this might be the toughest question yet. I think the bottom left is probably the most respectable distance for ranch dressing. I mean, no one's gonna judge you for that ranch dressing distance, you know what I'm saying? If you were to parachute onto the field below, where would you try to land? My goodness, has any quiz ever had more relatable questions than these? After some very serious consideration, I think I'm gonna have to go with the bottom right part of the field. You got the contemplative onion. I mean, I have contemplated once or twice in my life. Talk about relatable. The contemplative onion says they really give away too much in movie trailers nowadays. Hey, I've thought that thing once or twice. It's like they're inside my head. Well, those were my results on BuzzFeed Quizzes. Man, that was a blast. Can you believe they give those quizzes out for free? Anyway, I'm all tuckered out from all that fun. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go wind down with some easy listening. Man, what a good album.